on this computer. So, welcome everyone to the 33rd meeting of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club. We are honored that you have joined us. Today, our president is traveling, so he won't be available. So, as VP Education, I have to take the reins as acting president. So, first of all, I can see all the superheroes who have joined us as judges. So, most welcome and thank you for taking out time. I also wish to thank our contestants. The funny thing is that when it comes to Quantum Leap, many of the members are either district leaders or they're belonging to other districts. So we thought that we would not even need to conduct contests. We'll just receive 2 nominations each, and we can submit it to our area director, who also happens to be the chief judge today. But the best part was that not only did we hold the international speech contest, but we also needed to hold 3 other contests because we had more than 2 contestants. And for a club that is advanced and themed and meets every fortnight, this is a stunning level of engagement by all the members. So before we kick things into gear, just a little intro about Quantum Leap. Quantum Leap was established in November 2021. Yeah. It was chartered in November 2021, and it was conceived as a themed club for geeks and nerds and people who were into science, technology, and science fiction. And it also had a side order of human improvement and environmental. So it was a club. It is a club that is meant for people who have been ridiculed or sidelined for being nerds. So this is where the nerds come together and celebrate their nerdiness without any fear. The tagline for the contest is, "The geek shall inherit the earth." And why is that? Because if you look at anyone, virtually anyone who has changed the world in the past thousands of years, be them prophets or mystics or scientists or thinkers, or even people who achieved exceptional degree of skill in their respective field, no matter what that field was. Most of them have been nerds. Most of them have been loners. Most of them have been introverts. And those very attributes allowed them to search inside themselves and achieve a higher level of existence. The Quantum Leap is for anyone who is a nerd or a geek or likes to become a nerd or a geek every now and then. It is an advanced club, so the membership is, at the charter stage, the membership was open only to dual members. But once the club was chartered, we were fortunate enough to welcome many first-timers because we felt that the theme of this club could resonate with anyone, and they need not have been a Toastmaster previously to benefit from this club. The club features a keynote, which is usually a scientific keynote in every meeting, except this one, of course. And it also features a Q&A session. It features a Geek of the Week session where someone celebrates a work of fiction or a piece of technology for 5 minutes, and they inform the listeners about them. It also has 2 speeches and advanced panel evaluation. And what is unique about Quantum Leap, and it is something that makes it unique among all clubs on this planet and beyond, and that is that it follows a unique pattern of advanced evaluations, which was the brainchild of our charter member, DTM Sudarshan. Instead of going for commendations and recommendations, we go for specific areas. We go for audio, we go for visual, we go for perceptive, and we go for speech structure. So that enables every speech to be evaluated like a contest speech. And it is no coincidence that over the past few months, no less than 5 international speech contestants at various levels, and even before that, in the last cycle, 3 international speech contest contestants, even semi-finalists of World Championship, have used Quantum Leap to practice their speeches. So, Toastmaster Imran, you've raised your hand.
Yes,
All
Salman
right.
Ibrahim is
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. So, that's great, Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim. Finally, you are convinced. And so this is the story of Quantum Leap. When I look back at the last 33 meetings, one thing stands out, and that is the credit of our president, the executive committee, and all the members. We have never missed a meeting. We have never skipped a meeting. We have never had a meeting where we did not have a keynote. And that is something amazing for a themed club, because themed clubs, and especially a themed club like Quantum Leap, is by definition limited with respect to its audience. And even then, but at the same time, those very same attributes that make nerds nerds, they make them more committed. And we are so fortunate to have so many distinguished Toastmasters and experienced Toastmasters as our members. So this is a tale of exceptional commitment. So as the contest chair, now I will finally introduce the order of the contest. The first contest will be the evaluation speech contest. The second will be table topics contest. And the third will be the humorous speech contest. And we will start by drawing the order for the evaluation speech contest. And then I'll ask our sergeant at arms / Zoom master / secretary / area director / chief judge to create the breakout rooms. So just give me a second. I'll be putting up the contestant. Yes. Yes,
Breakout
Vidya.
rooms are ready actually.
All right, perfect. So I'm putting the names in a randomizer, and I will share that screen with you for the judges and for the contestants. This is the randomizer, and I'll randomize it 3 times. Because Einstein once said that optimum randomization is achieved only when you do it at least twice. And the best thing is that Einstein said no such thing. So, okay. Now somehow it's refusing to randomize anymore. All right. Okay. Okay, we have the contestant order. And I'm posting it in the Zoom chat box. I hope everyone saw the randomization.
Yes.
It was audible and visible.
All right. All right. So now a brief overview of the rules of the evaluation speech contest. Since there was no separate contestant briefing held, there will be a test speech, and the test speaker will speak for 5 to 7 minutes. After that, all the contestants will be given 5 minutes in the main room to create their notes regarding the evaluation. After that, everyone except the first contestant will be transferred to the breakout room where they will be waiting for their turn. And the first contestant will deliver their evaluation, and then the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. There are no rules with respect to evaluation except that it should be at least 2 minutes long, and it can go up to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Any shorter than that or any longer than that, and you are disqualified. Secondly, it is recommended to the contestants to balance out their evaluations and use the sandwich approach. Start with the positives, then suggest improvement areas, and then um, you know, also, it is advised to all the contestants to always recap your evaluation in the end. And recap is not just a sentence that, you had a great speech, and if you just act on what I just suggested, it will become an even better speech. No, you have to actually recap your points carefully, and you have to time accordingly. So with that, yes, Toastmaster Imran, you raised your hand briefly. Do you want to say something?
Actually, I believe he wanted to say that the minimum time of qualification is 1 minute and 30 seconds, and you can go on for about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The timer will show the red card at 3 minutes, and there won't be any additional sign or signal. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran and DTM Shad. Yes, indeed. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Apologies for that error. And the timer will render any contestant disqualified when the clock turns 3 minutes and 31 seconds. So until then, they are not disqualified. This is according to the new rules of Toastmasters. Also, we have a few disconnection rules, and they are that when someone gets disconnected during a contest, uh, they will be given 30 seconds to reconnect. Am I right, TJ
Yeah.
sir?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll be given 30 seconds, and yeah. So with that, with all the contestants present and ready, we would now invite our test speaker to the stage. She is someone
William, sir,
very, yeah.
apologies to Parjin. I would just like to know that can be done afterward. Apologies for that. You go on.
All right, all right. So yeah, but I needed to thank you for interrupting me, because that also made me recall something else that needed to be done. So DTM Saab, have all the judges been briefed, and are they present? We need your
Yes,
permission to go ahead.
all the judges are available. You can see Arrow, Batman, and and everyone from the Marvel and DC universe. Just one thing I would like to add is that, and it's very much unlikely to happen in an evaluation speech contest, but but if the judges or the contestant want to uh, lodge protest, meaning the speech was copied or taken from somewhere, and that wasn't referenced, or that was over 25% that they can contact the the contest chair, or or myself, the the chief judge. That's about it. And apart from that, we are okay to go.
Thank you so much, Chief Judge. And yes, that's also a point that needs to be made. Originality is paramount in all contests, even in evaluation and table topics contests. If you're quoting someone in your speech, please give a reference regardless of what quantity of quotes are you using. And secondly, if your speech is not original to the extent of 25% or more, it will be disqualified. But of course, evaluation is an exception because you have to base your evaluation on the test speaker's speech. So by definition, it cannot be 100% original, but the derivation that you're doing should be from the test speaker's speech only, preferably, and not from any other source. So with that, with all the contestants ready, it is my honor and privilege to welcome our test speaker from today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. She's a member of Leaders Worldwide, and she is also a self-published author and poet, psychiatric registered nurse, legislative lobbyist, certified domestic violence facilitator. She is a wonderful, empathetic, and heart-touching speaker. So everyone, please welcome our test speaker for today, Toastmaster D. Marie Shai King. D. Marie, can you see our timer?
I can see your timer.
All right. So everyone, please put your hands together for D. Marie Shai King. Put up or shut up. Put up or shut up, D. Marie Shai King.
Have you ever heard a voice inside your head that spoke so profoundly it caused you to stop in your tracks? I heard that voice at one point during my life inside my head. And what it said was, put up or shut up. As we celebrate Women's History Month, we will pay tribute to two particular instances where females use their power, their voice, and their discernment to make a difference. I want you to think back with me to the National Mall in Washington, D.C. in the United States. It was August of 1963, where the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was actually struggling as he attempted to deliver a speech of hope to this huge audience that had gathered on the National Mall. They were milling about, not really paying him that much attention, until the late gospel singer, Mahalia Jackson, walked across the stage and said, tell them about the dream. Tell them about the dream. I have a dream. I have a dream today, were the next words to come out of Dr. King's mouth. Now, I want you to imagine sitting in that audience, and you would have noticed the hush that fell over the crowd. They began to give him their undivided attention as he continued his mantra, I have a dream. His I have a dream speech was recorded as the greatest speech Dr. King ever gave, simply because he was obedient to the voice of a woman. My defining moment came at the lowest point in my entire existence. My life had been spared in an automobile accident. I was pent behind the wheel, the motor was smoking, and I was rendered unconscious. When I regained consciousness, I remember a police officer coming over to the shattered out window and saying to me, 911 has been called and help is on the way. But I don't remember the loud crash that had to have occurred when those two vehicles collided. I do remember saying to myself, I could die. I could die as tears rolled down my face. My car was careening off toward a huge metal telegram post. I pressed hard on the brake with my right foot in an effort to stop the car, but to no avail. The diagnosis was a fractured right tibia. I would be home for 4 months during my recovery. I went from a wheelchair to these crutches. And I remember as I was being trained how to use the crutches, I remember thinking, I may never walk correctly again. But I'm here to tell you today that my right leg is healed and my gait and my stride are as good as new. But something else happened during the 4 months that I was home from work. I was sitting at my dining room table, leg out straight, doctor's orders. And just as clearly as I'm speaking to you, I heard this voice that said, put up or shut up. Now, I didn't have to ask what that meant because I wrote my first poem in junior high school. And times throughout my life, I would always say, I'm going to write a book. I am going to write a book. But getting married, having kids, and going back to college as an adult left no time for writing a book. But now, here I am. I'm home for 4 months. My kids are grown and gone. I decided to be obedient. I began to type the manuscript for Glass Heart Forever Yours. But then I asked myself, would God want me to write a romance novel? And would he speak to someone in that tone of voice? But I pushed past those thoughts and I continued to type the manuscript. I published the book, designed the cover, all because I decided to be obedient. Some 3 to 4 years later, my next defining moment came. I entered a room on Clubhouse where the renowned motivational speaker, Les Brown, said these words. If you know that God has performed a miracle in your life, that's the first thing you should say wherever you find yourself, because by telling your story, you may empower someone else to tell theirs. It was as if a light went off inside my head. I realized I had suppressed the accident, had told no one about it, and I wasn't even promoting the book that I had self-published. I decided to be obedient. And as I began to promote the book on Clubhouse and also by way of an audio cast on LinkedIn, the audiences told me what the book was about. They said that with the deaths and the social distancing and isolation of COVID, the book Glass Heart Forever Yours represented hope. I never saw that coming, all because I decided to be obedient. Glass Heart Forever Yours is now on Amazon, and I'm working to make it a bestseller. My advice to you is simple. For the women in the room, please use your voice to make a difference and use your discernment when making important decisions. But I have a message for the men in the room. We need you. We need your support because we are traveling this journey of life together. And if we can work together, we can truly change the world. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster D. Marie. And thank you for that wonderful speech. Now the timer is requested to put 5 minutes on the clock for our evaluators. Evaluators, please start taking your notes.
5 minutes are up.
All right. Uh, can you reconfirm the time length of the speech?
6 minutes and 32 seconds.
Actually, timer one has a different count. So can you please reconfirm?
Maybe 2 seconds difference. It was
It's
6 minutes, 30 or 32 seconds.
it's
What did
it's
he
more
what did he say?
it's more than
I
2
timed
seconds. Yes, go
So
ahead. Go ahead.
I timed at 5:32, so I'm not sure where the difference is from.
Okay. So I think since it was announced earlier 6:32, we can go by that time. And Is that okay, Toastmaster Madhusudhan? Because we had already communicated that earlier to the contestant. All right. So now 5 minutes are up, and I'll ask the Zoom master to send everyone but the first contestant, Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim, to the breakout room. And please confirm. All right. Okay.
Yes, everyone
Yes.
is except for the
Excellent.
contestant
Excellent.
number 1.
Yeah, except for contestant number 1. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim. I'm dialing the timer's window with you. Yeah, so that you can see it clearly. Wait. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you very
Just a
much.
second. Just a second,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Salman. Can you see the timer's window?
Yeah, I can see that clearly. Am I audible?
Right. Yes, you are audible. So everyone, please put your hands together for contestant number 1, Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim.
Well, thank you very much. I think the most important part for any speech is to have the audience hooked up from the beginning and put them in a situation where they feel that they are part of the whole scene that is being set up by the speaker. And I am very happy to be part of the speech that Ms. Dimari Shaiking delivered on the title with the title "Put Up or Shut Up." From the beginning, I felt that it was an amazing conversation that she was having with us, talking to us about her experience and talking to us about what she went through and the context of the bestseller, hopefully very soon, the book that she has written. It was an interesting speech that kept the audience like tied up with her from the start to the end, with a great personal story and with the different kind of anecdotes and the different quotes that she delivered with very with a variety of the verbal delivery. And I think that many of us found imagining themselves being in the same room with her, listening to the whisper that she heard from and then being part of the whole conversation. Then I also enjoyed the way she told about the accident story, and for a moment I felt myself reaching out for the break with her, and I think that is one very important success in her speech, and that should be very clearly acknowledged. That she was able to have us all in the same car with her during that like a very traumatic experience. But then the good thing is that when she mentioned that the good thing came out of that as a book, which obviously means that empathy was also evoked by invoked by in all in all the participants, which is again another success within that 5-7 minutes speech that she delivered. All in all, it was an excellent delivery of the content. A couple of things that I find not basically something of a negative, but personal observation that the title would have been a bit more about it was Put Up or Shut Up. I think we should have had a bit more time to connect to that title with the speech, because my feeling is that a lot of story was left that could have helped us learn more about this, the idea behind this title on the Put Up or Shut Up. That's pretty much it from my side. I think it was in all a very good speech, and would love to hear more about the experience and in the book in the longer form speech, maybe in a keynote speech someday from you, hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salman. 1 minute for the judges. And meanwhile, please bring in the next contestant.
Can I switch on my light if possible?
All right. 1 minute is over, I believe. Toastmaster Mudassir.
Yes, 1 minute is over.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now it's time for our next contestant, Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. Toastmaster Zahra, can you see the timer's window?
Yes, I can see. Do I have to pin it?
If you wish, you can pin it.
Not seeing any. Yeah, it's already pinned there.
All right. All right. So everyone, please put your hands together for contestant number 2, Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim.
Thank you very much. Put up or shut up. Have you ever heard voice inside your head? An in-depth question which captivated the attention of the audience in no time. Put up and shut up used as a tagline, used in various instances as a punchline and would work miraculously. Although you had beautiful, I would say, pauses and the way you used your hand gestures, and it fully they were in line with the words elicited from you. So it was beautiful, and how you showed the crunches or yeah, and the way you I would say it was there was a beautiful yeah the beginning, the middle part, and the ending. It were all the structure of the entire speech was wonderful. How you incorporated voice modulation within your speech, and how you change your voice when you were when you talked about 911, and how your voice instantly changed, and then when you talked about being upset and thinking about when you were not walking, or so it just it was it was beautiful, I would say, because uh, the way you incorporated that upset or that sad behavior, and then your voice was completely changed in that time. So you were seeing the lens in the lens throughout the I would say throughout the time, and we could say I thought you were giving an in-person speech. That what I felt during the entire, I would say, speech. And moreover, uh, there were like two improvements I would say, like in terms of improvements there were just two. How about you although it was a beautiful it had a beautiful you added three lines like you work together, we can completely change the world. But how about you throw a question to the audience, and making in terms of like making them ponder or self reflect. Like you said in the beginning, have you ever had voice inside your head? So how about you could end it like, have you ever had answers to it, or are you still searching for them, still searching for it? Or you talked about women empowerment, and you talked about hope. So how it changed you as a person, and how your life has changed, and are you in a are you still working for it, and what legacy you can leave behind for the people who will reading the book? Or so I would like to hear more from you. So it was wonderful. It was you had good body gestures, your vocal variety, the voice modulation, and it was all in one. It was a great package. So thank you for coming here and giving us such a enlightening us with such a beautiful speech.
1 minute time for the judges.
Can I start?
No, it's 1 minute time for the judges.
Okay.
The 1 minute timer is up.
Right.
Yes,
1 minute time is up.
uh,
Yes. And we have our next contestant in the house. So Toastmaster Usama Ali, can you see the timer window?
I cannot see the timer window. I am just seeing my own screen because my laptop was not working. So I have logged in from mobile right now. I
All
cannot
right.
see the timer right now.
So can we guide him how to pin the timer?
Timer one needs to raise his hand. Plus, he is logging from the laptop, sorry, mobile phone.
No,
Then
I
he
am
will
I'm
need
logging from
to,
mobile.
He's logging
I'm
from
logging from
mobile.
mobile.
So timer,
and
can
he
you
needs to pin the timer screen.
raise your
Let
virtual
me-
hand, Mr. Timer?
Timer 2, Imran Rana.
No,
No.
timer. Timer 1, Mudassir Ishfaq. Just
I am just clicking on his name, but I am just getting the option of chat, not the pin option.
no, just double click.
Just double click. Okay, let me.
If he can swap the screen, he will see number of videos on. Those who have turned on their videos, he can easily see that. And the one who has raised the hand, just concentrate on that.
So can you see the timer, Toastmaster Usama?
I am just seeing your screen right now.
Okay. Can you double tap on the timer window, Mudassir Ishfaq?
You can swipe right, and there
Okay.
would be the gallery view for you.
Okay.
I have double tapped the screen. Now the timer is here.
All right.
No, it will not work. It will not work. He needs to swap the screen
Okay.
to the gallery view. Just go to the gallery view. Means just swap your screen. Then you will see all those screens who have turned on their videos. Can you do that? Because if he pins the timer screen, then that person will appear who will speak. Like my screen will
Okay.
be in front.
Okay.
यार पंजाबी में समझा दो उसको.
Great. I think
Osama.
he is logged
Yeah,
off.
he is.
I
So
think he
are
can
we starting
understand.
30 seconds time?
Must be
There was
coming
must
back
be
in.
yeah, must be coming back. We can wait because he was the main speaker right now. He did not drop out from the breakout room. So I think there's a glitch. Yeah. Let's wait.
इसी तरह तो SSD जो है इनकी फिर फुल होगी.
It's back. Welcome again. Toastmaster Usama.
All right, Toastmaster Osama, you are back. Can you hear us?
Okay. So should I start now?
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone, please put your hands together for speaker number 3, Toastmaster Osama Ali.
Mr. Contest Chair, judges, fellow Toastmasters guest and our speaker, Miss Mary. Put up or shut up. I would like to share some stats with you, as Miss Mary mentioned that if women and women will work together, then they can better contribute for the world and the economy. I would like to share just a simple stats with you because we're living in Pakistan. I would share the simple stats with you. There are 51% women in Pakistan, and the working women are just 24%, which are doing white collar jobs, blue collar jobs, and odd jobs. If we increase that 24% to 44%, you know that the GDP of Pakistan can increase by $100 billion. So from this stats, you can just imagine that how much potential women have, that if they can contribute well with men, the world economy can be double, triple, and in fact of Pakistan as well. Now, coming towards the speech, get up or shut up. Well, I would like to say that our speaker, Miss Mary, even in fact he was having a leg problem, still she was able to use her voice with the help of which uh, she said, put up or shut up. I would like to talk about her appearance. She was quite confident from her facial expression. She was quite confident from her facial expression, and apart from that, her story was having a structure. And talking about some suggestions to improve, I believe that she can use a little bit more gestures while she was saying that I am not going to walk again. She would have said that I am not going to walk again. You can't believe. She would have said like this. And now coming towards the conclusion, the message of the speech was good, that men and women should work together. And even having hurdles in her life, she was able to write a book. And most importantly, if she can use a little bit of more hand gestures, so best of luck for her next speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Osama. 1 minute silence for the judges.
The 1 minute is up. Toastmaster Shraddha.
Okay, we have our last contestant, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Toastmaster Iram, can you see the timer window? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, there was a slight disconnection. We have contestant number 4, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Toastmaster Iram, can you see the timer?
Okay.
All right, all right. So can everyone see Toastmaster Iram's video?
Yes.
All right, so there's a connectivity issue at my end. So everyone, please put your hands together for contestant number 4, Toastmaster Aram Rizvi.
If you want to change the world, focus on women. Women are the backbone of any civilization movement. Who said that? Of course, King Martin Luther. Toastmaster Demery, today you have touched the strings, and I think everyone is touching the strings from last 1 week since we have been talking about Women's Day. And we are remembering the things when we should be grateful that today, in 2023, we are pretty lucky women because 100 years before, things weren't the same. If I have to today dissect my Toastmasters meetings, I would just add up 1 point before doing that. I am sick, I have fever, my babies have fever, we have viral at home, but only because someone from this club focused on women taking part in this contest, pushed me and said, Iram, put up or shut up. And I'm here today for that speech. So my dear Toastmaster, what I loved about your speech was that your voice modulation. Tell them about the dream. Tell them about the dream. What a wonderful way to step up towards the camera, change that voice, and make me come forward to hear you. That what are you about to whisper? I love the fact that you brought that in. Secondly, I love when you said, I could die. And I love that when you said that, you had a bit of your hand movement coming upward, trying to say that I could die, showing that thought of inside of your head. I also like Toastmaster Mary, that your content was catchful. It made me anticipate that something was coming up because you said, put up or shut up. So I knew that you were putting up to something and trying to say that I have done better by shutting your wrong thoughts away. So your content had that thing which pulled me in as an audience. I also love the fact that you're a great storyteller. I like the part that you brought crunches and you talked about how you started walking after the car accident and also about the book. If I have to give you some points for changes that I would do if I was the speaker, number 1, I would bring in some suspense. If I was doing this speech, I would actually hold up the crunches in the beginning. And then after a while, when I would keep on telling myself that put up or shut up, I would drop those crunches and say, I can walk today. Second thing that I would do is bring put up and shut up more. You know, one place where I could have done that? When God whispered to you about your book and you could have said, God said, shut up or put up. I would have loved to hear that. I was waiting for God to say that statement to you. All in all, ma'am, I love the fact that I was a part of women's speech today and I was enjoying every moment of what you have done in that speech. I liked your voice modulation. I loved the content was casual. You are a great storyteller. If only at 2 places where I'm nitpicking, you could have done changes by bringing in crunches and bringing suspense and using put up and shut up more by the God. Wow, I would have blown away. Thank you. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aram. Now we put 5 minutes on the clock for the judges to compile results. Please be patient. In fact, DTM Saad, can we take the judges to the breakout room so that we can
Well, I believe we
interview?
don't. Okay, yeah, we
Okay,
can
just
do
okay.
that.
No worries, no worries. Let's just wait then. Let's just wait. Let's not.
Yeah, we can wait
take
and
chance. Yeah.
One minute is up, Toastmaster.
4 more minutes for the judges.
Isn't it 1 minute and then 5 more minutes for the judges to compile the whole results?
All right, you have me there. Yes, it's 5 moments.
I might be wrong, but I'm just asking you to confirm.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I missed the 1 minute part. And so did the chief judge. All right. So I have been informed that the results have been compiled, so we can move on to the next contest, and that next contest is table topics speech contest. So before starting, I will reconfirm from the chief judge that all the judges are present.
Yes, all are present.
All right, so once again, we will put all the names in the randomizer. And just give me a second. We've had one withdrawal, but we have 4 contestants. And everybody can see the screen. Please avoid it looking all the other windows that are open. All right. So randomization 1. Randomization 2. And randomization 3. All right. We have the order, and I'm posting it in the Zoom chat box. All right. So now, please send everyone to the breakout room except for Toastmaster Usama Ali.
Okay.
Just want to ask, am I clearly visible, audible to you guys?
Yes.
Yes, you are. Okay, everyone. So the rooms are open. So Toastmaster Zara, Toastmaster Salman, and Toastmaster Iram. Sorry, 3 p.m. Iram. Please proceed to the breakout room along with the sergeant at arms, with Toastmaster Wasi, and yes, all are moved.
All right.
We can begin.
So starting with the table topics contest, Toastmaster Usama, can you see the timer window?
Let me just. Timer is Mudassar Ishfaq.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I can see the timer window.
All right. All right. So I believe Toastmaster Usama is audible and visible to all.
Yes,
I hope I
yes.
am.
Yes,
Yes.
you are. Yes, you are. So Toastmaster Usama Ali, I will repeat the topic, and I will repeat the topic twice only. So please pay attention. Your topic is, I woke up with a start, and then I saw. I woke up with a start, and then I saw Toastmaster Usama Ali.
Fellow Toastmasters, contestants, chief judges, and all people over there, I woke up and what did I saw? You can't believe that my mother just came in the room and said to me that we are leaving for a hitchhiking trip to the north of Pakistan. I was just waiting for that amazing adventure from such a long time because being busy in that rat race which everyone is running, you need some time for yourself where you can go to the mountains or any other, you can say, country or place of the world where you can have peace and you can be creative. So I'm expecting that someday somebody can give me that surprise, and we can go to north and we can work on some ideas and have something new to explore and have something new to work upon. Because being busy in that rat race, we are unable to find time for ourselves and we are unable to truly explore ourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Usama Ali. 1 minute silence for the judges.
1 minute time is up.
Thank you so much. Our next contestant is Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim.
Wait, she's on the way.
All right.
Actually, forgot to bring her in now. And now she's available.
All right. So Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim, say something.
I'm looking great.
So I asked you to say something. Anyhow,
Okay.
I hope she's audible and visible. And Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim, I will repeat the topic twice, and you have to listen closely because the topic cannot be repeated more than twice. So your topic is I woke sorry. I woke up with a start and I saw. I woke up with a start and I saw. Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim.
I woke up with a start and I saw. I saw myself moving towards my destination. I saw I can achieve so many things in my life. I saw what I have dreamed I can always accomplish. I saw that I can do anything at any time without any hurdles, or there are hurdles in our lives, but we should be able to, what we can do. Hurdles are a part of life and it makes us who we are. Without hurdles, we will not be able to accomplish what we dream about. I saw that I am finally becoming a speech and language therapist, something I wanted to become since my ninth grade. I can, and I've seen I can do so many things for the people out there. I can do awareness. I can, I can even, I can do so many things. I have seen people struggling to have basic necessities of life. I went to several different placements and I've seen people deprived of their basic necessities. How can they even afford the therapies? So they are so expensive. And I made one decision at that point of time that maybe I will, provide therapies. I will take out one day for them and provide therapies for free. And I'm doing that right now. After 1.5 year, I am able to accomplish that position. And there are certain people who are calling me and saying that we need therapies, and I'm without charging money, or I would say I am charging money, but in a very little amount, because at times the parent need to give the money just in order to, they can able to generalize those goals they will be having in their mind, that we are paying something in, and and we have to do some work. So that thing is also made into account. And we can do so many things in life. Life is a blessing, and we should able to thrive our goals and reach our destiny. Thank you very much. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you so much. 1 minute silence for the judges.
The 1 minute timer is up.
Thank you so much. Now, uh, now it's time for our next contestant, Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim. Is he in the house?
He's on the way.
All right.
Now he's available.
All right. Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim, say something.
Can you guys hear me? That's all I have to say.
No, but I asked you to say something. Anyhow, you're audible and visible. So,
Okay.
so Toastmaster Salman, so everyone in table topic speaks for 1 minute minimum and 2 minutes 30-second maximum. And I'll repeat your topic twice. I cannot repeat more than twice. So listen closely. All right.
Sure.
So Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim, your topic is I woke up with a start and I saw. I woke up with a start and I saw Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim.
Well, thank you very much, my fellow Toastmasters and contest chair, Tala. I woke up with a start and I saw that I had another bright day ahead of me. And the start that I woke up with basically meant that the first shot of dopamine was already within my system. The most important thing for anyone to have a very solid and a beautiful start to their day. I can imagine waking up with a feeling that something might not be right, or I have had a nightmare. But in this case, I saw that the day was full of possibilities. The day was full of positive outcomes that could have been different had I not woke up with a start. Since I am now already ahead of myself in the start of the day, I can structure it in the way I want things to go. And the kickstart that I have already got from the beginning will basically take me or catapult me to a direction where I can do so many things, achieve so much, because the day was beautiful, the day was bright when I started. I have all the things lined up for me, since now it's something that I am starting with a positive feeling, and I'll be completing the day even on a better note. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salman. 1 minute silence for the judges.
1 minute timer is up.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mudassar. Our last contestant, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Toastmaster Iram, say something.
Say something.
No, I asked you to say something. Anyhow, you're audible and visible. So, Mr. Chief Judge, can you confirm if she's audible and visible? Yeah, everyone's laughing, so yeah, she is. So, Toastmaster Iram, as per rules, I'll repeat the topic twice. I cannot repeat more than that, so please listen closely, all right? So, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, your topic is, I woke up with a start and I saw. I woke up with a start and I saw. Toastmaster Iram Rizvi.
There's someone in my life who would always get me in trouble. And that's my dear DTM Talha. So I actually was having so much of foggy eyes last night that when I told him that I cannot make it to the contest, he didn't let me get off. And then I opened up the agenda and I saw the time. I looked at it as if it was 1. It was 1 p.m. I don't know why, in what time of the life. And I don't like the agenda because it shows 4 5 timelines, time zones. Why do our agendas do that of quantum leap, for God's sake? And the person like me who's sick, having fever, foggy eyes, flu of a lifetime, that this is my 4th box from last 12 hours. And he said, you have to make it. And then I start my day, and then I see that his message is there that please join the meeting. While I had this alarm clock ringing saying contest at 12:30. So I was supposed to wake up now. This is what this guy does to me. So I wake up, I start my day rushing off. Probably the first meeting of my life where I'm not wearing makeup and have to use the Zoom enhancers. Do you know how painful it is for a woman? So I'm doing that and I'm wearing my pajamas down there because I just had to focus on my top. So this is how I start my day and this is what I saw. And where am I standing right now? Where I was just supposed to take part in evaluation, but I've been dragged by Quantum Leap to be part of table topics too. And with a pool full of tissues, with a baby roaming around in my legs whom I have just thrown off right now out of the door and locked it, I'm here right now taking part in this wonderful contest because when I start my day with people like DTM Talha running around in this club, you have to forget about your fever. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Iram. And now we will have 1 minute silence for the judges, and after that, 5 minutes to compile the results.
The 1 minute timer is up. Now I'm starting the 5 minute timer.
All right, I have just been informed that results have been compiled. And finally, we can move on to the final contest, and that is the humorous speech contest. And one of the contestants has informed me that he is just joining. So in the meanwhile, we can do the draw. And just give me a second. All right. So the contestants, we have 3 contestants for humorous speech contest, and I'm putting them up in the randomizer. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. So I'll be sharing the screen. Can everyone see my screen? All right. I will randomize it once. I will randomize it again. And I'll randomize it again. All right. We have the contestants order, and I'm posting it in the Zoom chat box. So let me just take the status of our third contestant. Sorry, the first contestant now. Okay, DTM Sudarshan has not, I mean, he's traveling right now. He's on his way to his home. So we're not sure. So if it's okay with the other 2 contestants, can we go ahead with the contest? Please indicate if you agree. All right. And Toastmaster Zara, what about you?
Am I audible? Yes.
Yes, you are. All right. So we are agreed that if DTM Sudarshan joins and if he's willing, he will go last. So with that, we'll go with our first contestant. And the first contestant, oh wow. Hi. Toastmaster Zara, please share the
Yes.
title of your speech via private chat. I apologize if you've shared it earlier. I must have missed it. All right. All right. So everyone, Toastmaster Zaira, please turn on your video and audio. All right. So can we, Mrs. PJ, can we spotlight her along with the timer? Can you see the timer,
Yes, please.
Toastmaster Zahra?
Yes, I can see the timer, sir.
All right. All right. So I believe she's audible and visible. Mr. CJ, can you confirm?
Yes, audible and visible.
All right.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Without this, can someone gives me a thumbs up? Okay.
Yes.
But I can't hear. During the speech, I'm not using my earphones.
All right. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim, Untitled. Untitled Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim.
Have you ever thought two other purposes of masking tape? Number one, mouth taping. So it's the masking tape, mouth taping in order to speak less. Number two, in order to eat less, or you can't even eat. So at times you have heard your moms scolding you that you should tape your mouth in order to eat less. That is it. Like, have you now? At times, my mom is extra vigilant if my siblings are ordering fast food from my favorite KFC. Yara bara 44622. I'm loving it. Just wait. At times, I do even confuse between KFC and McDonald's because it's 111 532 532. Yes. At times, just now, a few days back, we were coming home, and my brother asked me something. Are you hungry? I replied as usual. I'm very hungry right now. I haven't eaten since morning. My brother gave me two options it's KFC or Subway. So if Subway was healthy and KFC, as you all know what it is. So I said KFC as it's been so long. He stopped the car, he parked the car and went inside. He forgot, yeah. So he went inside and we waited and waited. 15 minutes now, 25 minutes left, and we were still waiting. And my mother was on the front seat. She said to me in a very angry mood, look at the time, look at the situation, and look at yourself. She wanted, it was between Asr and Maghrib time, and we wanted to rush home because the prayer was getting qaza. And when my mother said that, I get a little emotional, or I just went outside and checked on my brother. So my brother was still waiting for the order. And so I don't know how it happened, but there was another person who had the same order and he picked that first. So I came inside again and I to the car and I told my amma that, you know what, you can open the door so that it can give you a little air, because my brother, there was no windows, opened, and we couldn't even breathe properly. So what happened? My mother opened the door, and after a short while, in that I could breathe properly, and I could smell the aroma of Kentucky Fried Chicken, which my brother got additional with the twisters, and I could sense the footsteps because of it. And he just sat down and contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests. My house was just 7 minutes away from KFC. And what happened was, you might be wondering, was I able to complete on time? Not to my surprise, I completed the entire toaster and the other things which were transferred from front to back in less than 5 minutes. So that's the point of being a fast eater. Yeah, like you can call it the pros and cons. So what happened the next day? What happened was me and my sister, who was the younger one, we woke up late, and my mother, who was a lecturer, was getting late for the class, and she had her first period. I don't know what made her so angry, but after some time, the only thing I remember was a hard and crisp slap from my mother, and I just stopped for a moment. I saw her in surprise. Just like an obedient daughter, I looked down and went outside just because we were already late. Uh, so the time which I came at home is 5:30. So but I kept thinking about it, that what made her so angry? Like, she never hit me before like that. She never had slapped me. So I could not even remember since childhood she has ever done that to me. But okay, so I came home, and my brother, who was the younger one, was looking at me and just saying, "Oh wow, you had KFC yesterday." And I was just looking at him, that how he know, because the deal was, my elder brother told me that when we were going home, you have to pretend eating, and so that nobody else would know that we had something outside. So he just saw me and just said that, and my elder sister was just smiling at me and saying, you know what, it wasn't because of the argue you had with your mother. It was because of the KFC you had yesterday. It was the slap from her. It was that slap. And I was like, okay, all right. And I went inside. So, what I would like to tell you all, that all this happened, and now the incident have already taken place. What I can change about it? I should take care of myself, isn't it? My own mental or physical health. My mom is trying her best in making me understand things in a new dimension, and moreover, she often tell me that how other colleagues and people around her tell her that you, being a mother, should have control over your sons or daughters. So one thing which I would say, one thing which I realized after evaluating the situation, that no matter what, people have the habit of saying anything at any time without knowing its consequences, and words have a huge impact in someone's life. So I just evaluated everything. I went to my mother and I apologized her, and without saying anything else, but I would like to say one thing more, that at times, if we are eating something junk, it doesn't make us stubborn or we don't realize anything. It just it's just some little things which makes us happy for a while. And I know that we should be realizing other things as well. But my mother was like, she looked at me and she said, although I was on the same boat because I even had KFC, so she smiled. And long story short, my mother realized and validated her emotions to me. And it's been months now. I'm in a path of mental, spiritual, and physical well-being. So, uh, as I told in the beginning, we can we can, incorporate those two things by making a smart move of, duct tape, or I would say by eating, or I would say, yeah, by speaking less. Yes, remember to keep yourself protected from all of that by speaking less, because silence is better than quarrel, and to eat less because healthy mind lives in a healthy body. And I would just want to conclude my speech here, but life is a gift. Live it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and fulfill it. Over to you, contestant. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 1 minute silence for the judges.
1 minute is up.
All right. Thank you so much. We have our next contestant at the ready. And her speech title is, but before that, please say something, Toastmaster. You're muted. You're muted.
I just saw your message.
Yeah.
This is actually the title.
All right. Fine. Fine. So I believe I believe she's audible and visible. So first of all, please, Mr. Zoom Master, please spotlight her along with the timer. Toastmaster Iram, can you see the timer?
Yes.
All right. So everyone, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, my secret power or powers. My secret power or powers, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi.
Sir Contest Chair, today I'm representing the women of the world. Of course, because of the International Women's Day, which we behave as if it is one day, but in reality, we know that it's all 365 days of the year. Because if you do not follow that, you're going to face consequences from either your mother, your stubborn sister, or your beautiful wife. Or in fact, even at times, your daughter who knows how to lure her ways with those emotional blackmailings. So fellow Toastmasters and guests, and my cute judges, women have so much of superpower. And if I take just my example, even Avengers are going to feel shamed once we put them on the table. Now, of course, you can wear all those bulky capes, have bulky bodies and capes and hold up that Thor hammers, but then it has no comparison to what a woman can do. Let me start with the first step. When you have a fever, were you ever able to get into the bed, hold up a blanket and say, I resign for today. I can't do anything. I'm going to die. But this is what your husband is going to do, as if he's just on the grave's neck and he's about to die. And you, having fever, will have to go to probably have an online work, take care of your kids, get their lunches made, get dinner for your husband, and that's the kind of superpower you have, because the list is as long as China wall. And that's one superpower of a woman, that we have to ignore our fevers. Then we are great multitaskers. At one time, I will be holding my baby on the side, probably on a video call, and also holding up another hand on the pan, making up a sauce for the pasta for my 9-year-old one. And also my husband asking at the same time, Janu, can you please iron my shirt? We do that because we're kind of an octopus. And in the end of the day, if you see, there is no octopus superhero in Avengers. They are going to feel ashamed because we can handle so many tasks at the same time. So there's a superpower of being an octopus mom. And one of the greatest superpowers that we have along with them is discipline. Do you know that God has gifted us the power from generation to generation of two things? One is the stare. That simply means you are about to die if you did not eat that meal in front of the guest. Or probably that means the guests are here, so do not touch that cookie once more, because I do not have a refill. The kids would understand so clearly. But apparently, my kids who are in the range of 7 and 9 have stopped taking that seriously. So I have the second one, which works so great, the power of chappal, coming from my mother, my nannies, my grandmothers, my great grandmothers. And this works like thing. I just bring it close to Muhammad and Zara and say, do you understand? And they would be good for a week. Can you believe that? That's the power of chappal, another superpower that Avengers do not have. Apart from that, my dear judges and Toastmasters, there is another superpower which I use with my husband. So I always keep wonder that they are such great people. They're best species. They're man. They're like protectors. They're like leaders. But why he doesn't get it that when 8 to 10 hours he's not at home, how do I open the jar? Or how do I fix the things that I need from there, or how do I fix the plumbing. It's only for him to feel great that he's contributing in the house. I would come down and say, Johnny, can you please open this jar? But that's it. I do not need him while the things come up piling up to me, and I do not keep calling him at work and saying, the pipe is leaking, can you please come down? I fix it myself. So there's another superpower that we have, that we pretend to be weak, but we know that with all those muscles here and here, we can handle anything and any kind of strength job too. That puts Hulk to shame. Apart from that, my elder children who are right now understanding English and Urdu and other languages better, I have started using suspense terms with them. So I've got inspired by Russell Peter, the comedian, and he would usually say, somebody's gonna get hurt today. And trust me, it works great. When the kids get together of my in-laws and all the cousins and everyone, they're together and create a riot at home, I just come in and say, somebody's gonna get hurt today. And everybody keeps wondering it's them. Or my son, for example, says, it's not me, I'm sure it's the other one. And those wondering actually puts them in discipline for some time. So the dialogues are another superpower that the women use it so well. And now, if I have to say that one of the cutest superpowers that we all have is the kisses that we give. Can you believe the small child would come up to you with a boo-boo on his hand, probably bleeding, and also the wound that they get on their knees. And the moment you hug them and give them a kiss on that wound, it heals. It actually heals. They stop crying. And that's a superpower that a mother has, that she could even do a lullaby, put up that crying baby to sleep, or a baby getting, or a kid getting hurt would be immediately healed after that kiss. That's a superpower that the mother has, a woman has. Apart from that, I have a great superpower, which all of you had also attained masters in, singing. So this little one, I have to sing her, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. And then for my elder ones, I have to sing, believer, believer. So I have to remember all the lyrics of the small songs, lullabies, the songs of, I don't know what kind of singers they're listening to nowadays, dragon fires and all. And you have to learn that as a woman of the house. And that's the power that you get. So all in all, my dear Toastmasters, fellow guests, and also my cute judges, I think it's high time that we really need to understand that it's women who make the world go round. And apparently it's the mothers. And if we focus more and look at the things that they do, maybe one day we might have a comic book with the cape worn by a mother, and we might be the superhero in that, and Avengers would come for taking our autographs. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hiram Rizvi. 1 minute silence for the judges.
The 1 minute is up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Timer. Toastmaster Sudarshan, please say something.
Good morning to TTF Kala.
All right, but I asked you to say something. Anyhow,
Something.
yeah, that proves you're audible and visible. Can we please?
But not awake.
Yeah. Can we please spotlight Toastmaster Sudarshan along with the timer? Can you see the timer? I mean, can you see the timer's window?
Yep. Yes, I
Right.
can.
All right. Everyone, Toastmaster Sudarshan Seshadri, the Battle of the Bulge. The Battle of the Bulge, Toastmaster Sudarshan Seshadri.
Fellow Toastmasters, guests, esteemed judges, has it ever happened to you that you stood for a picture thinking you are the most handsome person in the image just for you to be told by a beautiful woman, you can breathe now, let it go? I was exactly in that situation. It was at my workplace for an accomplishment for which I was being lauded, with guests visiting from all over the world, and this beautiful apparition of a woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, voice like the roaring Ganges, tells me, you can breathe now. And that set in motion a battle royale, a battle that continues to date, the battle of the bulge. Well, it so happened that this was uttered to me just a few minutes before lunch. And as any true human being would do, I ran to my trusty old phone. I went to her and said, hey Siri, give me the names of gyms nearby. And Siri didn't disappoint.
One possibility is fitness first. Would
There
you
you
like
go.
to try that one?
She gave me multiple possibilities and also said, there are 3 very close to you. So with those thoughts running in my mind, I walked up to the canteen, went up to the counter and said, yeah, Suresh, from today I'm going to change. I will only have 2 baturas today and only little extra butter, not too much. And for desserts, only 5 jalebis, but no vanilla ice cream, because I want to become fit. And as I was munching on the luscious chole bhature and the jalebis, I was looking at my phone, scrolling through which gym, Fitness World, Fitness Royale, Fitness First, Fitness Planet, Fitness. Where should I go? Finally, I chose Fitness World as my choice. Went to the gym. As I opened the door and get in, that lady looks up. Good evening, sir, ma'am. Welcome to Fitness World. I was looking at myself. Ma'am? Me? I am a sir. Yes, sir. Please come. You want to join? Yes, ma'am, I want to join. Okay, sir, take off your clothes and go in. Ma'am, I've come to the gym. I have not come to any such place. Please relax. No, sir, we need to check your BMI and your fat and everything else, sir. Oh, really? Okay. I did all of that, joined the gym. As I'm stepping in, I'm looking at mirrors all over the place. Of course, the moment I saw the mirrors, what do? I go to the racks where all the dumbbells are kept. Pick up the heaviest one. No, that's not for me. Pick up the lightest one, the 5-pound one. Then look at the mirror. I got muscles. Now. Yes, the battle of the bulge has begun. The war is being fought. I shall win. As I was doing all of that, one short, 4 feet 2 inch tall, but 5 feet 6 inch wide man comes to me and says, good evening, sir. Yes, good evening. I am Michael from Kenya. I am going to be your instructor. Oh, really? I also get an instructor? Yes, I am your instructor. Okay, sir. Now please sit and get up. What? Sit and get up. Please repeat. What are you saying? Sit down slowly, get up fast. Yes, I shall do that. Okay. Spread your legs, Push your back out. Go down. Ah, I went down fast, never came back. By the time I stood up, my 1 hour was over. He said, sir, come tomorrow, sir, we will continue. But sir, you are very strong. I said, yeah, strong, like this. When I went home, my wife said, why are you late today? I joined the gym. Don't you know? No, I did not know. You didn't tell me. But why? And what's wrong with your back? Oh, that, I was doing weights. I was doing bench press, 120 kilos, and that's what happens. Oh, really? The fact of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, is the bulge is there and there to stay. The battle is something that you fight with a full awareness that you might win a war or two. The battle shall never be won. But I was diligent. That evening, after I came home, I went to Google Baba and I said, Mr. Google, please tell me, what can I do to improve my health? Google gave me 500 suggestions, one of which said, go on a vegetarian diet. So for 3 weeks, I lived the life of a goat. Every meal of mine had so many leaves in it that if a goat saw me, he would have been envious. Why are you eating so much? So much so that one afternoon at work, when I was munching through all the leaves, various kinds, basil and lettuce and whatnot, somebody came and said, Darshan, you're doing all this is great. Are you carrying a toothbrush with you? I said, toothbrush? Why? Every afternoon after you've eaten all that, your teeth has got so many leaves in it, we think we are talking to a garden. Please, do you want to get a toothbrush from tomorrow? That day, the entire vegetarian food went out of the window, and I said, I shall stick to my normal food. But then I needed to show to the world that I am actually going to the gym and doing things. Bought the best shoes, the best t-shirt, the best shorts. If you had asked me for descriptions, I would have given you all the information. This cloth of the t-shirt is made with 27.3 milligrams thick yarn, and it throws the sweat out. I will tell you that. The shoes has multi-cushion soles with air infused in it. So if you jump, you feel like you're floating on a cloud. It's a different matter that the shoe is still brand new in the box in my cupboard and has never come out after that one day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, this is a battle royale. It will continue till the end of time. Every time I step out to fight this battle, I may win a war or two, but the battle of the bulge shall continue. Back to you, Mr. Contest Chair.
Thank you so much, DTM Sudarshan. 1 minute silence for the judges, and after that, 5 minutes silence for the judges.
The 1 minute timer is up. Now I'm starting the 5 minute timer.
All right. We have been informed that the results have been compiled. So before going on the results, we will take some short interviews with our contestants. So starting with Toastmaster Salman Ibrahim. Toastmaster Salman, from not competing at all to competing in 2 contests, how did this happen and how do you feel?
Thanks a lot to you, DTM Tala, and my mentor on this program, Toastmaster Imran Rana. I felt always too intimidated to be part of the contest because of the talent and the amazing people that we have. The speakers are quite honest. I mean, they're very competent, and I always felt that no, this is not my cup of tea to be competing against them. And obviously, the participating in the table contest is one area that I would like to certainly improve for myself. Hence, participating in that one. But then, other than that, it's been an amazing experience. Really enjoyed it, and obviously listening to Toastmaster Ms. Hiram. It's been really an amazing experience, inspirational experience, and to top it all, Toastmaster Sudarshan. That was a really good experience. Hearing you talk about something that is very relatable. Overall, I think I'm going to participate again in these kind of things, just to be part of this process and be part of benchmarking against myself, against some of the best people you have over here in this club.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salman. In Toastmasters, the only competitor is you yourself. And I would caution against trying to benchmark yourself against other speakers, because first of all, they all have different stories and they all have different experience levels. So all your toughest contestant and the person who holds you back, who wants you to lose, is the person inside you, your previous version, the person you were yesterday. That person does not want you to improve. So that is your only contestant, that is your only competitor. And I believe that you conquered that today spectacularly. Next, we move on to Toastmaster Iram. So Toastmaster Iram,
Yes.
if you were not a married woman with children in Pakistani society, where would your speeches come from?
Exactly. And I always think that the things that you think are hurdles and tough actually make you tougher and you laugh at them. You will not believe, but there are a lot of incidents now where me and my husband Arsalan would sit down and laugh at ourselves that we were so serious about it 5 6 years ago, and they now sound like jokes. Can you believe the number of speeches we have on pandemic COVID-19? The number of humorous speeches we have? And imagine at that point, we were thinking the world would end, or probably my kids won't be able to see a safer place. But this is the beauty of life, that the things that are tough for us in that moment, which we think, for example, like her, we think that it will go on forever, but after some time, we will be laughing at it and learning from it. So that's how life is. And I think now even Toastmasters has become a part of my in-laws community, because I've started talking about DTM Tala also in my speeches. God.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Iram. And if I have seen anyone conquer obstacles and get ahead of them and laugh at them later, it is Toastmaster Iram, I must say. Yes, of course, we all have obstacles, and we should always ask ourselves, and we always feel that sometimes the world is closing in on us and it's about to end. But we should always ask ourselves, will this matter in 5 years or even 5 months? and then maybe we can get some perspective. Moving on to Toastmaster Sudarshan. So Toastmaster Sudarshan, besides the bulbs, what other demons have you been battling? And any
Oh, there are
advice?
so many of them.
And
There
any
are
advice
so
on
many
that?
of the demons that you battle. It is not one or two. The bulge is the most obvious, and that's something that can be fought with one eye closed. But then, the gift of the gab can become a bane as well when you don't know when to shut up. And trust me, I put my hands, feet, head, and the entire body in hot water so many times just because I opened my mouth at the wrong place for the wrong purpose in front of the wrong person. Try doing something like that in front of your wife. Not only does it get remembered, recorded, and reused, but it gets reused at the most inopportune times. And that is a battle that we men shall never win. We will keep trying and die at the altar, but we'll never win.
Thank you so much, DTM Sudarshan. The best part about Quantum Leap meetings is that it always takes place when my spouse is not at home. So yeah, I can really agree with you. There is no beating wives at the art of record keeping, and not only that, they can beat the best of computers. The RAM is so fast, and the search mechanism is so swift, it's faster than light. So yeah, anything that you've said 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or anything that your friends or parents or relatives have said, they can be thrown into your face at an instant notice, and you are powerless to fight it. So yeah, let's all wallow in that misery for the remaining time that we have. Next, we come to Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. Toastmaster Zahra, one common thread that we all saw in today's speeches was we were all fighting different demons and challenges in our lives. And in your speeches, this is always the case. So have you ever felt that you have been, have you ever felt completely hopeless? And have you ever experienced a rekindling of hope through Toastmasters and speaking to others about it?
Thank you so much, DTM Sada, for giving the opportunity to say something about it. So I would say there are a lot of things, and at times people are not aware about it. And it's your art of hiding those from people. And I think there are a lot of things and I think I have even shared in my speeches as well about my anxiety and about my several different things. And it's my first time competing in the Humorous speech contest, and I think. It was and with the DTMs across like DTM Iram, DTM Sudarshan. So I think it was challenging, but I would say there are a lot of things, and I think Toastmasters has given me that opportunity to share those thoughts, share those things, and what I felt, or I would say even about my field. I would say I'm trying to put on those things and about the disorders, about those things, and it has given me a lot of things. And I would say without Toastmasters, I think I can't survive. And I have made certain decisions that I will not be the part of it due to certain reasons it happened. And but I'm here again and being the part of the contest. So I'm very blessed, and I'm grateful to all of you who have given me such platform, and even especially you who have always guided me, and even other people out here. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Zahra Ibrahim. And this will sound weird to some of the relatively new Toastmasters, but it is true. Toastmasters is a place where we fight and win our battles. And that has been true for me, and that has been true for all of us. There have been times in each of our lives where we have felt near giving up, and we felt hopeless, and we've faced difficult times. And we've in those times we stopped doing so many things that we like. But one thing that we don't stop doing is coming to Toastmasters, because without question, I'm not talking about the institution, I'm not talking about the club, I'm talking about the community. This remains the world's best community without any parallel. So with that, without trying your patience anymore, I'll hand over the charge to our chief judge, DTM Saj Shoaib. Please announce the results, and also if there were any disqualifications. You don't need to announce the names, just the fact whether there were any disqualifications.
Okay, thank you very much, Contest Chair DTM Talab bin Hamid. Before announcing the the, the results, I would once again like to thank all of the role holders who accepted the role at the very last moment. Toastmaster Vase, Toastmaster Mudassir, Toastmaster Priya, who is not not in the meeting, but she said she'll be available when when I asked her, and also well uh, turn to each and every participant who spoke their heart out and gave it their all, and that was pretty much evident from the voting that was compiled, and I was actually thankful that I, I was not one of the judges, and I wouldn't have to vote myself. So as for the result, the first contest was the evaluation speech contest, and thankfully there were no time disqualifications. The third place winner of the evaluation speech contest of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmaster Club goes to Toastmaster Usama Ali. The, and the second place of the evaluation speech contest goes to Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. And the first place winner of the evaluation speech contest, the person who was woken up early in the morning by DTM Talab bin Hamid that please compete, and she won, and she won the won the whole thing. DTM Idam Rizvi. And next the we had the table topic contest, and and in that again we had no time disqualification, so everyone spoke within the time limit. Okay, so the the third place winner of the table topic contest of Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmaster Club goes to Toastmaster Usama Ali, and the second place goes to Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim, and the first place goes to the person who I'm actually sensing and knew about the topic well in advance, because she 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 came came prepared. So the first place goes to DTM Iram Rizvi again. So so it's absolutely identical results for both the contests. And now the third one was the humorous speech contest. And again, no time disqualification. So that's actually an achievement. Three contests and no time DQs. The third place winner is Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. The second place winner goes to the person who introduced new new superpowers in parents and people it goes to DTM Iram Rizvi. And of course, the first place winner, the person who taught us how to battle the bulge, it goes to DTM Sudarshan Sadri. Well done to each and every one of these winners, and also those who made the effort to compete. The the area 10 speech contest will be held next Saturday, which will be, I believe, the the 18th of March. So from Quantum Leap we have TTM Iram and and Toastmaster Zara from the evaluation contest. For the table topic, we have DTM Iram and Toastmaster Zara again. And for the humorous speech contest, we have DTM Sudarshan and TTM Iram proceeding to the area contest. So with that, it's back to you, the contest chair, DTM Tala.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chief Judge. You forgot to mention that we also have contestants for Urdu speech contest. And I believe that is DTM Iram and Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. So rest of the members, thank you for not applying to be a contestant in the Urdu speech contest. By virtue of that, these two ladies automatically qualify. And of course, they don't have to compete against against some of the potentially spectacular contestants here. And of course, international speech contest, DTM Saad, I think we have, for international speech, we had, if I'm correct, we had DTM Iram and Toastmaster Umar Shahid, right? But
I believe it was Toastmaster Omar, or it was TTM Sudarshan, I believe.
yeah, so
Either one.
yeah, Toastmaster Umar has qualified elsewhere. So
Yeah.
For international speech, we have DTM Iram and DTM Sudarshan as eligible
Yes.
to advance to the area stage. So all this will be shared, inshallah, as soon as possible. And with that, one last word from our honored guest and guest speaker, Toastmaster D. Mary King. Please share your thoughts about the contest and about your experience there.
So I have to tell you and convince you how excited I was to stay through the entire meeting. It is exactly 1:31 a.m. in Nashville, Tennessee. I could not leave, okay? I wanted to hear what was going to happen. I was so enthused with the passion and just how everybody pulled together to make this happen. And I am so glad that I was allowed to be your speaker. I've learned so much, and I appreciate the evaluations that I was given. That
Thank you so much. Am I audible? Actually, had a little research.
Yes, you are.
All right. So I'm truly grateful because, to be very honest, between my new job and the fact that I'm the DLC chair, and also that I'm the TLI chair for the district, and also being the VP Education of Karachi Toastmasters Club, and the de facto VP Education of Worldwide Toastmasters Club, and the presidency of Leaders Worldwide Toastmasters Club. I was truly lost as to, how will this contest be held with me not being able to give enough time. But I sent one message to DTM Star, and believe me, everything fell into place just like that. So I'm truly grateful for DTM Star and all of the contestants and role players. You truly, truly made it happen He truly made it a spectacular event. Toastmaster Delivery knows that only yesterday I sent out for the test speaker. That's how you get an idea that, as much as I like to be prepared and like to do things in advance, life does not work that way. So, yeah, and you agreed and you came up with a spectacular speech. I'm honestly overwhelmed at this stage. I'm also truly grateful that I'm a district leader, so I cannot compete in any of the contests because uh, whenever I speak at Quantum Leap, truly I'm more scared than anywhere else, and that also reflects in my speeches. So because you've just seen the level of speakers that we have here. So with that, I thank you for your time, thank you for your diligence, and thank you once again to all the contestants. And I will take your leave, and we will see you all in the area contest, inshallah, exactly 1 week from now. So everyone, thank you so much, and goodbye.
Thank you.